with the Supreme Leader. Today I'm simply going to take you guys to my children's school. Okay, let me quickly take you guys there, and then we can also talk about some of your questions too as well. Newcomer to Brazil. Okay, newcomer to Brazil. Which cities are good for you guys? I'm going to take you through this video and then we talk about it, okay? Yes. So guys, it's another day in the school. It's a weekend, and like I said, every single weekend I like to do some kind of activities with the family. So today we are simply at my kids' school. Let me see. We are simply at the kids' school. This is how it looks. Let me show you guys. So we are here, and there is some activities going on. So I'm going to take you guys through the activities going on, so that you guys can at least see what's going on. So I'm walking towards the activity center. Today they are simply having a good time, which is a family time. And dá para passar aqui? Tá bom, bom dia. So I am simply going there. Yes, so whilst I take you through this video, it's a video that, like I said, it's a school, my kids' school, and they are celebrating Father's Day. So we decided to take this day to come and then have some time with them. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys a bit of it, and also be answering some questions that I came across while reading some comments, and also on my platform too as well. I had a question on the platform. Someone was asking me, where is the best place for somebody who is new in Brazil to settle and also start everything afresh, and also maybe, if possible, get some job to do and connect to as well. As usual, each and every single person is a different person. There are people who like quiet places, and there are people who like noisy places, and there are people who like both. You understand? So you coming to Brazil, you have to know first, what kind of person are you? Are you introverts or extroverts? Are you the kind of person who like to hang around with a lot of people? Are you the kind of person who like quiet neighborhoods? Are you what kind of person are you? These are some of the things you have to consider before coming to Brazil. But you can still come without considering any of these things too as well, because sometimes most of us don't really know what we are until we get to a certain place. Then we can start to simply discover ourselves when we get to those places. You understand? So in this situation, this particular question that came from a viewer who wanted to know, as a newcomer or as a new person who is in town and he's planning to settle down in Brazil, where is the best location, or where is the best city for this person to go and simply start up his life or her life? Okay, there are a variety of cities. Okay, one of the popular cities is Sao Paulo. Okay, Sao Paulo. Most foreigners and most newcomers first, whenever they fly, they land in Sao Paulo. And when you get to Sao Paulo, that's where you can start making your decision. You understand? Somewhere like Sao Paulo is good for everybody. Whether you are a starter, you are not a starter, you are a newcomer, or you are not a newcomer, or you are coming to Brazil to settle or not, Sao Paulo can give you a very what do you call it? Smooth. What do you call it? Sao Paulo can give you a very smooth. How do you call it? Smooth idea of which place to go. You understand? So first thing first, when you are coming and you know that you are going to land somewhere in Sao Paulo, then I would like to advise you to take your chance by giving it up to a month or two, in Sao Paulo to analyze if it is the place for you. You understand? But mostly Sao Paulo is a very crowded city. Sao Paulo is just like when you go to New York City. According to most people who have been to New York City, and they compare Sao Paulo to New York City. So me going to Sao Paulo, I have seen a lot of what do you call it? A lot of it's, let me just say, Sao Paulo is a very crowded place. You understand? Compared to where I live here in Brasilia. And in Sao Paulo, your chances of, like getting whatever you want, like jobs, like, doing anything is high. You understand? Because it's a very big city. It's the reason why they call it Grand Sao Paulo. You understand? They call it what? Grand Sao Paulo, which means the big what? The big Sao Paulo. You understand? So it comes with a lot of packages, a lot of interesting things, and like, and even within the city of Sao Paulo itself, you can get places which look different. Like Asian looking place, African looking place, European looking place, North American looking place. Like they have it all in Sao Paulo. It's very big. You understand? Let me just say this. I am from Ghana, and I can tell you that Sao Paulo is even bigger than Ghana. You understand? Sao Paulo, just being a city on its own, it's bigger than Ghana. You understand? So when you are a newcomer and you want to start from somewhere in Brazil, the first place you can start exploring is Sao Paulo. Because in Sao Paulo, you can come across a lot of opportunities and chances. Okay. If you are the kind of person who don't want to, like, you don't want crowded place, like quiet looking place, but still with a lot of jobs and opportunities, then you have to head towards south of Brazil. Like, south of Brazil is simply a place where you can live a very calm life, but there are a lot of jobs, and also what you have to remember is the weather. The climate over there is very cold. So if you are the kind of person who don't like this kind of weather, the south of Brazil is not a perfect place for you. Sao Paulo is also like that. You understand? Don't get it twisted. Sao Paulo is very cold. You can go to Sao Paulo at any time of the year and it's very cold. You understand? But the down south of Brazil can be a little bit much more cold. Like, for example, every year it snows. You understand? Like, every year it snows in the down south of what? Of Brazil. Okay, let's forget about the weather. The opportunities in the down south of Brazil, like Rio Grande do Sul, let me just say, I say Panama. Paraná and all that. These places are full of jobs too as well, because those places are much more industrialized and they have more companies, factories, like a whole lot of bigger things are going on over there. So when you go there as a newcomer, your chances of getting a quick job to start is higher compared to some of the crowded cities like Sao Paulo and all that. You understand? And in the down south too, there are more opportunities for you. You can work in a whole lot of different places, and the salaries in the down south too is, it's very good. Very, very good. You understand? I personally know a whole lot of people who are making quite a very decent salary over there. You understand? So, Sao Paulo is a very good place for you as a starter. Down south of what do you call it? Of Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul, Paraná, and the rest, they are very good. Okay, so when you come to some place like Brasilia, Rio de Janeiro, Minas Gerais, there are also good places like Goiás and all that. There are a lot of foreigners, Belo Horizonte and all that. There are a whole lot of foreigners too. Those places too are very good. But let me just make it a bit more simple, easier for you to understand. Those places, their standard of living over there is not that high compared to Sao Paulo and down south and Brasilia. You understand? So most at times, when you live in those places like the northeast of Brazil, you make a decent amount of money. You can pay your rent, you can survive, you can support maybe your family members back home too as well. But it won't be like somebody who is living in Sao Paulo, Brasilia, down south of Brazil. You understand, like Rio Grande do Sul or Paraná. Because those places, the standard of living over there is a bit higher. You understand, and also people over there, like they make even the minimum wages over there are good. You understand? So you as somebody who want to start, those places are recommended. Sao Paulo down south. Brasilia, where I live, what I can tell you is here there are opportunities, there are jobs, but then I don't know. It's not crowded. It's not like a place where it's more like Sao Paulo, or you understand. It's how do I say this? Yeah, chances there are opportunities here, but you cannot compare the lifestyle here to Sao Paulo and the down south of Brazil. You understand? Because most of the things most of the things happen from Sao Paulo down south. You understand? And there are some things are not cheap here in Brazil. Let me just be clear about this. Even though you make some reasonable salary here, even when you are making a minimum wage, it's okay. But then things are not cheaper, so you end up not seeing the value of what you are making when you are living here in Brazil. You understand? But when you live somewhere in Sao Paulo, Rio Grande do Sul, Paraná, and the rest in the down south, you will see, like you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it because most of the things you buy, like for example, when you want to buy some electronic stuff and stuff like that, most of the time we buy them online, and those things they come from Sao Paulo, down south of Brazil. You understand? So you end up, when buying things out here in Brasilia, you spend a whole lot of money. Yes, so that was it from the school and also answering your question. I hope I haven't forgotten to answer some other things. I know there are some other questions for me to answer, and most of my subscribers too, I'm getting a whole lot of messages and all that. But then I want you guys to understand that when you send me a message, I will get back to your message. But you have to understand that you are not the only one sending me the messages. You understand? There are a whole lot of people sending me the messages. And there are a whole lot of people who have sent their messages to me before you are sending me your message. So you have to just understand that it's not easy to simply answer your question. If I don't answer your question, don't get offended. Sometimes it will take time. You have to continue to keep sending messages. So I hope you enjoy this content, and also subscribe. If you are new subscriber on this channel, thank you for subscribing. I love you guys. Subscribe, click the bell button, and share the channel too as well. You can always get in touch with me, and I'll try my best to respond to your videos too as well. So So guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.